Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to the Gossip Closet, where we get to gossip all about perfumes and everything in between. So let's get started. Alright you guys, on today's video, we are finally going to be trying out and testing out a new fragrance from Moschino. I have been trying to get this perfume since it was released. Somehow I wasn't able to get it, but I finally got it, and I am talking about Moschino Toy 2 Pearl. I was super excited when this perfume was first announced because I am a huge fan of the Moschino perfumes, and this is the third flanker in the Toy 2 line. So when I first saw this, I knew that I was going to get it first day because we do have Toy 2 1 right here, then we have Toy 2 Bubblegum, and now we have Toy 2 Pearl. They do have the black one, which is called Toy Boy. That is the one for men. It is a cologne, but we do have the two original ones, or the original one, the flanker, and now we have the third flanker, which is Toy 2 Pearl. So this is not going to be my first impressions because I have smelled this perfume, I have tried it out, and I do have some thoughts and opinions. So let me open it up and let me get to the scents. Okay, so when you're opening it up, it comes in this really beautiful golden box. I think this is really beautiful. They usually do it just white, but I think presentation is very important. And then obviously you open it and you have the perfume right here. It's just so freaking beautiful. Like, the presentation and the bottle is just A+. I'm obsessed with the packaging, but I'm even more obsessed with the bottle. Look at how beautiful this bottle is. It's just so freaking pretty. I am obsessed with this bottle. I mean, I'm obsessed with the Moschino bear, the little teddy bear that they got going on, but this is just so beautiful. I think this is my favorite one out of the other three. This is definitely my favorite one, so definitely A+ for the bottle and packaging. Okay, so going through the notes for this perfume, this is supposed to be a aromatic sand, woody, citrusy perfume. This one has top notes of sorbet, lemon, and oregano. The middle notes are sand, freesia, and jasmine, and the base notes are cypress, musk, and vetiver. So I know this perfume got a lot of heat because of the oregano notes, and when I first heard about the oregano notes, I was like, oh, that's already giving me very green, earthy vibes. But you guys, when I first tried out this perfume, I was definitely very scared, but I have to say I like this perfume. I don't hate it, I don't love it, I'm not obsessed with it, but this is a really nice perfume. So yes, so when you first initially spray this perfume, you get this really strong citrusy, zesty, lemony scents. It smells very lemony, but very zesty, very, I don't know, citrusy. It's very lemony like that. It's very fresh, but also with a hint of sweetness. The initial first smell kind of reminds me of the lemon heads, or yeah, the lemon heads, the candy lemon heads. It's very, I don't know, very bitter like that, but also sweet. I can smell something sweet in here, and I think that's the sorbet notes in this perfume. It also reminds me of like when you're peeling a lemon, or maybe mixing lemon and lime together. It's going to be very citrusy yet zesty, but that's the initial hits that I'm getting out of this perfume. It's very lemony, zesty, bitter, yet green, a bit fresh and a bit sweet. So I know this perfume has notes of sand. I don't know what sand means. I don't know what that's going to smell like, but I'm assuming something dry or something very, I don't know, I'm guessing powdery. I don't get any of that from this perfume. All I get is something zesty, something lemony, fresh, a bit sweet, and a bit green. I don't really necessarily smell the freesia or the jasmine note in here. It doesn't come out, or it doesn't come off floral to me. It just comes off very citrusy and zesty, and that honestly stays in this perfume for quite some time. It kind of lasts about 30 minutes, and then finally when that dry down starts to kick in, that dry down, to be honest with you, the dry down kind of reminds me of a pine tree. It's not necessarily like a Christmas pine tree, but it's kind of like a little bit piney, like pine tree. And obviously that's the cypress note. It's very lemony, yet pine tree, yet green. I don't want to say green and earthy, but it's kind of like green, but it's still very zesty. Like I think this perfume it's just a zesty, lemony, bitter, yet green and pine tree perfume. This is for sure a unisex perfume, you guys. This is definitely not a women's perfume. There's nothing feminine about this perfume. I think this perfume leans a little bit more towards like masculine, but it doesn't lean masculine like cologne-y. That's why I feel like this perfume is very, very unisex, but it's pretty, it's soft. And I'm getting something a little bit salty, like when you go to the ocean and the water goes inside your mouth and you can taste that saltiness. That's what this perfume smells like also. It's kind of like saltiness or salty, yet very zesty, bitter, lemony, and pine tree. It's nothing special, it's nothing unique, but it is a really pretty soft scent. This is not a complicated perfume. I would probably recommend this perfume, especially if you are into citrusy perfumes. Perfect for summertime, springtime, maybe even wintertime. But I do feel like there's a lot of perfumes that smell like this in the perfume world. But if you are into citrusy perfumes, very lemony and zesty perfumes, you're going to like this one because this one is very like that, but it's also very unisex. I really, really do like this perfume, you guys. I'm not in love with it. I don't hate it. For sure, I don't hate it. I just think it's an okay perfume. It's probably maybe like a everyday wear type of perfume. When I wore this perfume, I got about 4 hours max with 6 sprays, which I think is pretty good. This is an eau de parfum. It is a 3.4 fluid ounce, and this does retail for $106, and I bought this from the Moschino website. You know what's so funny? When this perfume was released, I went to the website and it wasn't giving me the option to buy it. I think it was first released in France, so it wasn't giving me the option to buy it in the US. So I was confused, but every day I was checking for this perfume. Maybe another retailer had it for sale, and then finally I went again to the Moschino website and somehow it appeared under the US website and I ended up buying it, and we are finally here. So yeah, if you are interested in getting this perfume, you can go to the Moschino website and get it if you are into citrusy perfumes. Now, if I can compare this perfume to any other perfume that might be a little bit similar, I'm gonna have to say this perfume smells, I don't want to say it smells a lot like, but it's very similar to Dolce & Gabbana Queen. I do have the perfume here. I don't want to say, like I said, I don't want to say it's very similar, but it does have that DNA because this perfume is very, very citrusy. It's very lemony, but this perfume comes off a little bit more sweeter. It's a lot more sugary than the Moschino one, but I feel like these two are in the same world of lemony, citrusy perfumes, very zesty, except that this one is a lot more on the sweeter side. It's a lot more sugar, more like, I feel like this one also smells like guava to me. It's still a very pretty scent, but I have to say, once this dries down on my skin, it literally smells almost like this one. So I mean, if you really are into citrusy perfumes, you're gonna like this one. If you are familiar with the Dolce & Gabbana Queen perfume and you like it, you might like this one too, because like I said, it's very similar. It's definitely in that DNA of lemony, zesty, bitter perfumes with a little bit of sweetness, a little bit of a pine tree in there. And I don't mean pine tree like Christmas pine tree, because this does not smell like a Christmas tree, but it does smell like a pine tree. So if you are into citrusy perfumes, you're going to definitely like this one. So this is the one that we're gonna wear today. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, which is the same way that I did last time. And yeah, you guys, it's very, whoa, it's very lemony. This is definitely lemon and lime juice together with that hint of pine. It's just zesty, very, very zesty. So yeah, once again, if you're into that, check this one out. Personally, I really do like this. I really am enjoying this perfume. I'll probably layer this one with the bubblegum one, only because the bubblegum one is a little bit more on the sweeter side. So let me put some of the bubblegum one. I'm only gonna do like maybe 1, 2, 3. Nothing too exaggerated, just so I can have a little bit more sweetness than bitterness. But yeah, you guys, I'm really happy with this perfume. I was a little bit concerned with that oregano notes, but I'm actually happy with the perfume. And again, this is the newest perfume from Moschino, and this is Toy to Pearl. But alright, you guys, that is pretty much it for today's video. That is pretty much it for today's review. If you guys liked it and found it helpful, please give this video a huge thumbs up. That lets me know that you guys are enjoying my content. If you're new here, hi, my name is Edgar-O, and I am obsessed obsessed with perfumes and everything in the fashion world. So if that sounds like you, stick around, click that subscribe button, click that notification bell to get notified for every single time I upload. Whoa, it smells so good now. I can smell that bubble gum. It smells so good. But alright, you guys, as always, thank you for watching, and I can't wait till we gossip on the next one. Until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.